It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Rams and the 49ers on Thursday night primetime.
Robbie Gould's got it on a tee. He kicks it off, and here we go from Levi's Stadium. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Stafford. He'll dump this off to Akers. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
That's out to the flat for Akers. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Let's go! Let's go! I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progression and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game, too. And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From just shy of midfield, Stafford will get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. Well, I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? And we usually talk about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took him to the limits.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
One unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
2nd and 8 coming up. Play action. Now it's Lance. Out to his left. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
On 1st down, Mitchell. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Ernest Jones there for the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. The Lance going to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
On 2nd down now, it's Mitchell, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Rams are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
And bulldozing his way through. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big play there on the catch and run. Well, it doesn't matter where you put him, lined up in the backfield or split out like he was there. He can be a weapon when he gets that ball in his hands.
Yeah, and this is what we mean when we talk about flipping the field, having your offense look at going a long way to a short way after he makes a play. His ability to do that, evident. Able to make the catch there, keep his momentum going, and just continue downfield.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Brandon Ayuk returning it. And he returns this to the 22.
Come on, man. Let's go!
Trey Lance and the 49ers set to go back on offense here. And he had to be pleased at the start of the last drive. The offense was moving, but certainly not pleased at the end result, an interception.
And every team we ever talk to, at some point in the conversation, the coach, player, someone talks about,
now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Now Stafford. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Here we go.
The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Meanwhile, Stafford's throw pulled in by Woods. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
And these two hooked up on a nice game to play before, and I always admire play callers that see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with first and goal.
Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. So third and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. Here's Stafford. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Rams add on to their lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. No return for Ayuk. That'll be a touchback. Trey Lance and the 49ers set to go back on offense here. Interesting stat line right now. And technically, he's completed 4 passes, 2 to his team and then 2 to the wrong team.
It makes you wonder what he's seeing downfield, because he has completed 2 passes to his own team, but the interceptions are troubling. Is he going through the wrong reads, the wrong progressions? Is he getting fooled by defenses? They've got to figure that out over on the sidelines, working on that Surface Pro to see what they see.
A gain of 6 there on first. From the 45 on second down, Lance flush to his right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Leonard Floyd. And the Rams will take over possession here up at the 44. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. After the interception, here's Stafford. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
We can't have that.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching up another 15 against your squad.
He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Gay's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Sends it out toward the sideline. Kittle brings it in for the completion. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be it?
Sean McVay unhappy on the sidelines visibly. He's made So that a good outcome for Sean McVay as the challenge is successful. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Lance. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Again, it's Lance. Escaping the pressure right. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Trey Lance taking it in from 4 yards out. And the 49ers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. On the return is Brandon Powell. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Stafford. He completes it to Beckham. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. The shotgun snap for Stafford. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. This is caught. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And Gay knocks this one through. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. On play action, Lance. And he will find his man, Samuel. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Lance. Flushed out right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Off of play action, here's Lance. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now a play fake. Lance steps up, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've come to halftime. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Here's Ayuk on the return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Trey Lance of the 49ers set to go back on offense here. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half two after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Here's Lance to throw it. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field. And a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
They'll run on 1st down. Mitchell. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw taken in by Samuel. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Mitchell, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the line.
Hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Mitchell will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Well, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Gold to add the extra point. At home, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away. Stafford looks to throw again. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. 20. And into the end zone, a pick six for the 49er D as they score a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So it didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Let's go. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? 68 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Stafford's throw here hauled in by Cup. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. No luck whatsoever there on the draw.
Yeah, they're supposed to use their aggressiveness against them. That was the hope. But maybe they had too big of a meal last night. A half step slow, and he ends up running right into the meat of the defense.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Rams. Odell Beckham from 19 yards away. And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout. And that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
On first down, Mitchell. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. Completes it to Samuel. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Let's go. Big series right here. We got to step it up. 51, Mike 51.
They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Yeah, baby.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And Lance now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. And just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
The Lance going to throw.
Escaping the pressure right. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 33 yards. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Now goal for the extra point. And oh, can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Oh, the return is Powell. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Stafford.
He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield.
Stafford barking out signals and trying to get his guys set quickly.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw pulled in by Jefferson.
1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Again, it's Stafford.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Stafford.
He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.